Remedy rang me, well, a Glare rang me about 6 to 8 weeks after the sentencing, and I spoke to her first, and I was very unsure. I've heard about restorative justice, a bit sceptical. I said, "Okay, Claire, come round and see us." And as soon as I got to meet Claire and talk to her, I realised this was an individual who had feeling for what she was working with. And as she explained to me, the way people, not just the victims, but also the perpetrators, how they can get caught up in crime. And so after thinking long and hard about it, Claire mentioned, well, the perpetrator could write to me. It was mooted that we, may get the opportunity to go and actually meet him, and certainly didn't think that would happen. But when he wrote to me and fully explained why he did it, what his background was, it got me to thinking of let's give him a chance. I spoke to Claire and the team in more depth, and I felt confident that if I was going to go meet him, it would all be under the being safe, should I say. It would all be planned. They were going to walk me through all the steps that were involved, how it would be for me, and who would be there, timescale. So I was well armed with all the information one could possibly have. On the morning that I went to visit him, I felt really quite relaxed because Glade rang me the day before, and Liz, who was with me, she was there to put my mind at ease, and it was just like the three of us going to a meeting, so to speak. There was no big spectre over my head to say, "Oh, this is something that is really quite out of the ordinary." And I started to think, I've got no more of the anger, and that was the stage. I thought to myself, I've got no more anger. When I first set eyes on him, I think I felt more sorry for him because he did appear nervous. I realised it was a big step for him, and he was probably as nervous, if not more, than I was. I spoke to Glenn, I'd already agreed to write a list of my own questions, and I had about 15 questions that I went through, asking him, why did you do it? Do you not think about the effect that you're putting on the individuals that you're committing theft to? Your family, don't you think about whether they're ashamed of you or what? Are you going to come out in however long and go straight back to crime, or are you going to do something? And so I didn't quite bombard him as much as that, but there was a lot of questions for him. And he was completely honest in his answers. He apologised. And you could be forgiven to say, well, yeah, anybody can apologise. Did he mean it? Yes, he meant it. I'm sure he meant it. And afterwards, I said to Blair, I said, that's been a big positive for me. And the person who I spoke to, he went out and spoke to Liz, and he said exactly the same. He said, I can't remember his exact words, but it was something to the effect that I'm really glad that I've done this. I can only encourage anybody who is in two minds to at least take the first step. If you take the first step, listen to the people from Remedy. They're all experts in what they do. They know what they're talking about. They're very sympathetic, empathetic, and just fully understand the process. And they're on your side. They want to make you feel a little bit more at ease. And that's exactly how I feel, a little bit more at ease.